for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying your Friday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. You'll see the 90s team taking on the 2000s team. And it's going to be the 2000s team off the tip. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Pippen. Malone is out there with Elijah. Then it's Jordan. And it's Stockton in at the 1 spot. The 90s team on offense. Here's Jordan. He sinks the 11-footer.
Jordan doing a nice job leaking out slyly. Excellent in transition.
The pass to O'Neal. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Malone. Following the miss by Michael Jordan. And the basket by Malone.
Yeah, like the touch from Malone inside there. I mean, one of the most accomplished scorers in the game, without a doubt.
And here's Kobe from the arc. The 90s team on offense. Stockton from outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
A beautiful pass that time from MJ.
Out of bounds, it'll be the 90s ball. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Iverson against Stockton. Pass to Jordan. From 20 feet out. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Kicks it out to Iverson. And that time, also a missed shot. The 90s team on offense. 7-point differential. No one covering. Stockton's got 5 now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Iverson up top. He's covered by Stockton. Here's Bryant. Uses the glass to drop it in.
And AI, Allen Iverson, does more than just shoot the ball. He also has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
To the right side. And out of bounds. The 2000s team will take it. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the 2000s team. They trail by 7. Kobe gets the bucket.
You know, with Bryant's height and quickness, he can score very effectively down close to the rim. Very skilled inside.
Pass to Malone. Nice move. It's blocked by Shaq. And here we go. Here's Iverson. LeBron outside. There's the 3. That shot off. So the 90s team will take it the other way. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. I spoke with the 90s team head coach before tip-off, and his team does do a lot of dirty work. That's what he thinks gets them through games. Those extra possessions and those deflections on defense really make a big difference. We'll see if they can get that going again tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. Rebounding certainly the key topic now. Now here's Jordan, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Now here's Stockton. 5 points in the game. Clock is at 3.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's LeBron. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Bryant. No good, shot missing. So the 90s team will take it the other way.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
It's his first trip to the line. He hits both from the stripe. The 2000s team with the ball. A 12-point game. To end the run, and Bryant puts it in. Bryant's got 6 points.
I like how Bryant takes contact on the way up. This guy is very good at feeling out the defense and absorbing that contact and still capitalizing.
Now here's Peyton. Here's Drexler. LeBron grabs the miss.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Here's Peyton. Malone outside. Tries it from 19, and it's Hill. That time the assist by Malone.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Outside Bryant. Hands it from downtown. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, you got to know Bryant looking to shoot as soon as he gets the ball. The D can't give him any daylight.
Pass to Hill. 58 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Drexler gets the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And finished off by LeBron.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the 90's team. They lead by 7. Let's go. And the jumper is on the mark. Hill's got his second basket of the game.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Drexler passes to Peyton. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 30 seconds left in the first quarter, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Both free throws good from Drexler.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Carter with the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball.
You know, Nash is an excellent distributor, a phenomenal floor general, great at recognizing when his guys are open.
Drexler against McGrady. Drexler outside. Right side Robinson, outside Hill. 4 on the shot clock. And Vince Carter picks up a foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
Carter with the 3, nailed from three-point land. Carter's got 6. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. The 90's team leads by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the 90's team, guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
On the court right now for the 90's team. Robinson is out there with Ewing. Then there's Hardaway. That's Hill. And it's Drexler in at the 2 guard.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
That shot wide open. Hardaway has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Boy, you got to D up Hardaway from outside the arc. This guy is really good at squaring himself up and knocking it down from deep.
setting up the half-court offense now.
They've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half court. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns. Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
There's Nash with the three. David Robinson with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the basket by Hill.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
A shot by McGrady, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And the 2000s team decides to take their first time out here.
You know, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
The shot's good from Bryant.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing. I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
The free throw drops for Kobe.
And Bryant is the total platinum level package. A lethal shooter, an exceptional defender, flat-out assassin on offense, and most importantly, this guy's a leader, too.
Now here's Stockton. He has 7, and the pass to Mourning, and the dunk by Mourning.
Boy, I love watching Stockton share the ball. He does it with such aplomb. He's unselfish and always looking for the open man.
For 3, Kobe, good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, you gotta love that assist by LeBron.
Stockton against Iverson. Drexler. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
For 3, Kobe. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
So for the 90s team, Malone's checked in for Mourning. And Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Jordan.
Yeah, one of the more entertaining players we've seen in the game. Clyde Drexler, the glide. Athleticism all over the place.
On the wing, James. Back to Kobe. Bryant is doubled. Duncan gets a wide open look. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Always nice to see Bryant find the open man. He gets so much attention on himself. That helps create opportunities for other guys.
And the 90s team calls time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
It's Pippen with the drive. He gets it in there. Pippen's got 5 points so far.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
Back to Stockton. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. He's got 9.
And Scottie Pippen so good at surveying the floor. Like seeing him find the open man with those sweet dishes.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Stockton. He's got 9. Yep, that one goes in there. And the 90s team leads by 15.
Boy, you got to admire the muscle of Olajuwon, easily pushing through the defense and converting in his unique style.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here is Olajuwon. Following the basket by Shaquille O'Neal. Payton can't get it to go. And they're moving it up. And the rejection by Pippen.
And it's always been about the effort defensively for Pippen, known as a stopper and a fantastic shot blocker to boot.
So for the 90s team, Shaq is checked in for Olajuwon. Robinson comes in for Malone. Hardaway is subbed in for Payton. Hardaway for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Back to Kobe from the arc. Good D by Hardaway. And so it's the visiting team with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Duncan out there with LeBron James. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Allen Iverson. And it's Kobe in at the 2. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Back to Duncan. It's Bryant, high post. And Kobe throws it down hard.
When he catches the hot hand, good luck trying to slow him down. Plays so under control, can spot up, drive, create for himself a matchup nightmare.
Iverson against Stockton. Outside Pippen. Olajuwon inside, guarded by O'Neal. It's blocked by Shaq.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. An imposing force and a pretty consistent defender as well.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
It's stolen by Bryant. Here's James. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got 5 rebounds tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Nice shot by James.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
Here's Jordan. Shaq with some nice D.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean,
What a jam!
are you kidding me? Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
James has gone 4-7 from the field here. And the 90s team calls time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And the 90s team making a change here. Morning's checked in. Here's Malone. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Malone. Stockton outside. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Malone. Jordan's got 8 points.
You know, Jordan is an accomplished scorer inside. I mean, feels like he can get whatever shot he wants on the block.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense is determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
The 2000's team making a switch here. Nash is checked in. And then for the 90s team, Ewing's checked in for Malone. And it's Hill in for Pippen. It's Jordan on the wing. A three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Knocked loose. Nash with it. Picked up by Stockton. Nash kicks the shot. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. O'Neal's got it back down to single digits for the 2000's team. Jordan against Bryant. Outside Jordan. Passes it to Hill. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the 90s team leads by 10. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react. And that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. The first one falls. So for the 90s team, Hardaway comes in for Grant Hill, and it's Payton in for John Stockton. Both free throws good from Bryant.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Now here's Jordan. 8 points for him, and the shot goes in.
Pretty good display of strength by Jordan there. Absorbed the contact and still able to nail the shot.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Free throw good, Jordan. They're going to have to make a pretty big comeback here.
I think it's to be a mistake to let the shot clock get under 10 seconds from here on out. And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Count that bucket.
And he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Offensive rebound. And O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got 4 this quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
That one goes in.
And it takes a lot to knock O'Neal off balance. A massive player who just fends off the D with ease.
And the 90s team calls time here. For the 2000s team, Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Shaq. Carter comes in for LeBron. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Bryant. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
McGrady's gone 1 of 4 from distance. To the inside, stolen by Carter. Here's Duncan. That one's not going to go. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Always looking to drive in attack mode constantly. When the D gives him a lane, he tears them up.
Nash outside. It's rebounded by Payton. And out of bounds. The 2000s team will take it. So for the 90s team, Robinson's checked in for Mourning. And Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Payton. From downtown, a shot by McGrady, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now here's Nash. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And that's what they have to do more of. They got a great look out of that possession.
Pass to Pippen. Here's Shaq. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, a dominant big man is O'Neal. Superb control inside. And this dude will feast on the interior.
Stockton's checked in for Hardaway. James. And James throws it down.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first.
Stockton, just a remarkable point guard. Lights out shooter and an even better distributor.
Nash is checked in for Allen Iverson. And Stockton drops them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Here's Pippen. Here's Robinson. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, I like the interior game of Robinson. He really does a nice job with getting deep position and then going to work.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The 90s team ahead. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court right now for the 90s team. They've got Robinson. Michael Jordan is out there with Stockton. And there's Malone. And it's Pippen in at the 3, the small forward. James kicks it over to Nash. Back to LeBron. Here's Duncan. And the rejection by Pippen. Out of bounds, it'll be the 90s ball. Olajuwon's checked in for Robinson. So, it's the 90s team now. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Here's Kobe, and finish off by Bryant.
Boy, what a great athlete Kobe Bryant is. Man, watching him take flight and jam it down doesn't get much better than that.
Stockton against Nash. Stockton outside. It's blocked by Shaq. Now here's Kobe, the fast break opportunity. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got 6 assists in the game.
Well, you got to respect the speed of Bryant. He is so fast when he's got room to run.
Stockton draws the double. To the paint. Here's Pippen, and he makes good on the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Good on the shot. And here's the 2000's team. That one falls. Bryant's got 12 points in just the second half.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Pass to Stockton. Fires the three. Drills the three-pointer. And the 90s team leads by 21.
You've got to close out on Stockton now. He's a deadly three-point shooter and has textbook form.
A nice shot by Shaq.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That is his first foul of the game. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's LeBron. Sinks that one from the post.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
The 90s team on offense. Here's Stockton. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Outside Jordan. Back to Stockton. It's blocked by Shaq. Oh, and here we go with Kobe with nobody back. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the 90s team.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shot.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
To the middle. Here's Olajuwon, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, I tell you what, you can't let Olajuwon get this kind of positioning. I mean, he is a master at knowing how to score close inside.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And it's Carter missing. Here's Pippen. Malone outside. Down low. Here's Olajuwon. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton. Olajuwon's got 5 points in the quarter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish. He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
Tries from 7. And that one is good.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Vince Carter. That's his 3rd personal foul. At the line of the 90s team. Hakeem Olajuwon. Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Olajuwon.
Akeem Olajuwon, a transcendent talent. Late to the game, but my, oh my, what a beast of a big man. He's certainly a guy you can build a team around.
Carter on the wing. Will it go? Akeem Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's Pippen on the wing. McGrady covering. Pippen, the pass to Olajuwon. Over Carter. Ewing trying to get open. Olajuwon, good. Olajuwon's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Payton against Nash. Rejected by Nowitzki.
And, you know, Nowitzki is capable of 86ing these shots now. That means rejection, using his height and wingspan to deny.
So, it's the 90s team now. Nowitzki with the steal. Duncan outside. And Duncan throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Pippen, simply put, one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to rein it in down the stretch here.
And so they foul intentionally.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
Here's McGrady. Ties again. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, you know, Duncan's too big and talented not to put a body on him, and he's always lurking around looking for offensive boards.
So we see the 90s team get the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.